everybody, welcome to another video. My name is Infiniti and today I am going to be showing you guys how to crochet the cable stitch. Now this stitch can get really complicated and it can be worked in many different variations, but for today's tutorial I am going to be showing you guys how to do a 3x3 cable. So that means you're going to be crossing a total of 6 stitches today. Alright, so to begin you're going to want to chain in an increment that lets you have 6 stitches in the center of your project. So for my swatch here today, I have chained up 12 and I'm going to chain an additional 1. Alright, and now I am going to single crochet in the second chain from my hook, and I'm going to single crochet all the way across my first row. Alright, once you have reached the end of your row, what you're going to want to do is to chain up 3. We're going to be working these cables in double crochet. You're going to turn your work. You're not going to work into the base of that chain 3 right there, but you're going to work over into the second stitch of this row. We're just going to double crochet all the way across. Alright, once you reach the end of that row, you're going to chain up 3 again. Turn your work. Alright, now we're going to double crochet into the next 2 stitches. So there's 1. Then there's 2. Alright, then across the next 6 stitches, we're going to start working up the base of our cable. So when beginning the cable stitch, what you're going to do is you are going to do 6 front post double crochets. So if you don't know how to do a front post double crochet, I'm going to try to zoom in just a wee bit more here. Alright, if you don't know how to do a front post double crochet, you're going to yarn over like normal, but instead of working into the next stitch as you would normally do, you go behind that stitch and you come out the other side in front, and then you're going to yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And we're going to do that across the next 5 stitches now. And the last one here. Alright, now that I have my 6 front post double crochets, I'm going to now double crochet into each of my last stitches of this row. 1, 2, and 3. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to chain up 3, turn our work, Again, we're not going to work into the base of that chain 3, but we're going to work into the next 2 stitches. Now we're going to work 6 back post double crochet, and in order to do a back post double crochet, we're going to go behind our next stitch, going to insert our hook that way, and then we're going to go through the other side, so we come out the back, and then you're just going to yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and again. Alright, I have 2 more. Alright, and now we're going to double crochet to the end as normal. Alright, now we're going to chain up 3 and turn our work. Now this row is where the cabling begins. So first I'm going to go ahead and work up those first couple of double crochet. Then what we're going to do is called a front post treble crochet. So we're going to yarn over twice. And we're going to skip those first 3 front posts that we have here. And we're going to work into the 4th one on this row. And we're just going to yarn over and pull up a loop. And we'll yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. And yarn over, pull through 2. And that is our first front post treble crochet. We're going to do 2 more of these. Yarn over twice, insert your hook going behind that next stitch and coming out the other side, and now we're going to yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. And you want these trebles to be fairly loose. Makes it easier to work back around these twisted stitches later on in your pattern. So if you have issues with your tension, it'd be a good idea to use a bigger hook for your project. Okay, I'm going to yarn over twice. I'm going to make that last front post treble crochet. Alright, now comes the tricky part. We have to work back into those, or wrap back around those 3 stitches that we just skipped. So we're going to yarn over twice, and we're going to go all the way back to this first one that we skipped, and we're going to do a front post treble crochet around that stitch. So you're going to work behind those 3 stitches you just worked. You're going to place your hook in that gap, and then you're going to go behind and through that first stitch, you're going to yarn over and pull up a loop. That's going to be difficult to see. You have to fiddle with it a little bit, I do understand. You can yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through those last 2. And now we have our first stitch there. We're going to yarn over, we're going to do that again around the next stitch that we skipped. So we're going to go back into that gap, going to work behind and through that next stitch. I'm going to yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, and now we have one more to do. We do the very same thing. Alright, now that we have worked that last stitch, we can work into the last normal double crochets of our row. In my case, I have 4 to the end. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, and this is our first crossed section of our cable stitch. Now I do want to make mention that this pattern is like a 2-row repeat, so once you get past those setup rows and then you do this row where you crossed your stitches, you're going to repeat this crossed row and the next row over and over again until you complete your project. So now we're going to chain 3 and turn our work. I'm going to yarn over, insert your hook into that next stitch. You're going to make our double crochets. So, and 3. Alright, now around these stitches that we cross, which looks pretty bunched up back here, we're just going to be doing back post double crochets. So what I like to do, if you turn your work on the side, I like to put my thumb between the stitches crossed in the back and then the ones in the front, so I can see them easier when it comes to working these stitches. So now I'm just going to yarn over and I'm going to do a back post double crochet around that first stitch. Yarn over, going to do another one around the next stitch. And another one around this third stitch here. Alright, now that we've done that, we're going to go and work on these front stitches, which again I do put a finger behind there so it's easy for me to see, and I just go ahead and do back posts around those 3 stitches as well. You never want to forget to do these front stitches. I've done that before. Frogging is not fun. And the last one. Yarn over, and now I can work into my final stitches of my row, which are just double crochets. And so what you would do is continue to repeat rows 5 and 6 over and over again until you reach the desired length of your project, or until you reach the end of your pattern. So I'm gonna go ahead and chain up and work a couple of rows so you can see the pattern better, and I'll meet you back when I have finished those rows. Alright, so I repeated that pattern once more so you guys could see the texture on it, and I did a row of single crochet to finish off, and then I fastened off. The cable stitch is hands down one of my favorite stitches. Usually when I'm designing a pattern or something, I am putting a cable on it. Over the years, this has been one of the stitches that I have used the most. I hope that I was able to help you guys today. I wanted to revisit this video because the other one I did was really old, and you know, sometimes you gotta update these things. And I also wanted to do this ahead of a pattern I am releasing in March. It involves the cable stitch. So I hope today's tutorial was helpful for you guys. If so, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. What kind of content would you like to see in the future? Have you seen my new website? I'm going to shamelessly plug that. If you haven't, head on over. You're going to want to check out the newsletter that comes out probably twice a month, because I let you guys know of exclusive deals in my pattern shop, as well as upcoming releases and a whole bunch of other stuff regarding my podcast. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell, and check me out on other social media. I'm on a host of different media. I have a little something out there for everybody. You can find all of that down in the description box below. And until next time, guys, happy making.